Hello, Degens. Welcome back to Degenerate Takes. It is again May 25th, 2022. This Wednesday, I did just get done recording live, and as I got done recording live, something came across that I had to talk about immediately. Lane Kiffin, former assistant to Nick Saban, kind of has been staying out of this NIL situation ever since Saban brought it up last week, and Texas A&M buying recruits, Jackson State buying recruits, and that whole thing going all the way back to, Jimbo Fisher coming out saying, start digging through the Saban. He's got skeletons in the closet. And then, Dion coming out and saying, hey, man, I don't even make $1 million, and you think I'm going to pay my players $1 million? Come on. And then, Nick Saban coming out and retracting, meaning I didn't mean that. It wasn't what I meant. I was using examples, blah, 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 blah. Lane Kiffin now coming out and giving his thoughts on the NIL deal. And let me tell you, shout out to the Sports Illustrated article by, I want to make sure I give proper credit, by Ross Dellinger for doing the report and the interview with Lane. Yeah, I mean, a lot to be said from this interview. Just gave it a read through. Lane was very confident in his stance. He kind of reaffirmed what he's been saying all along, that these players need to be getting paid, and they do. And that's something that Noah and I have talked about a lot on this show. We are all for these college players getting paid. We thought NIL was excellent. Execution obviously has been a little sketch due to the fact that the NIL is starting to become a recruiting tool, even though it was not meant to be. Lane also talks about that. He says, essentially, with these collectives and everything like that, you made what was illegal legal. Getting these, being able to pool all this money together, being able to do all of these different things, in order to go to these players and be like, yeah, you come here and we're going to give you this money for this NIL deal and everything. And he thinks this is great. This is great. He says, quote unquote, a lot of people sit back and say, oh, well, it'll go away. NCAA will fix it. Okay, go ahead and wait. As a coach in AD, you won't be there. There will be a new coach in AD. It's here. I don't spend time like others. How long is it here? How are they going to fix it? I don't care. It's here. Meaning, NIL is here. They got to fix it eventually, but it doesn't matter if they will fix it. They got to fix it, and they got to fix it now. I have to present to people, the boosters, to say, hey, this is why it needs to be done. There's resistance to it. Would be like still huddling and using I formation offense. People tried to avoid it. We're not doing that crap. Almost all these people are out of jobs. So meaning that even in this hard time, they still, right now they're still running I formation offense. When was the last time an I formation offense was used consistently in college football? Exactly. You got to evolve with football. You got to evolve with everything. And then he talks, you can evolve like great programs and great coaches like Nick Saban. Like Nick Saban does. He's evolved where he could have been stubborn. This to me is like that sit and say this is going to go away, like they did about offense and then get fired. So essentially he's saying either get in, get out, get in or get off the pot. You know what I mean? You got to either make your decision now. You got to make these rulings, and these schools, they got to get involved. These boosters got to get in to the new way that football is done. And, Lane Kiffin, his big quote from this is, we're a professional sports. We're professional sports. And they are. I mean, the money that comes in through the NCAA, through these colleges, with these football programs not only paying for essentially the rest of the athletic programs that go on at these schools, but also the money that comes in and just gives PR to the schools and everything like that. I mean, I'm not going to lie. When I was looking at colleges, I looked at a bunch of schools that had great football programs. I ended up at U of A because pool parties and basketball was a lot more fun at the time. But, for Lane Kiffin to come out and make a statement, with being at Ole Miss and really trying to turn that program around, bring around the more prestige to it. They had not a bad season last year. I think he'll continue to turn it around. But good on him for not shooting any shots when there wasn't any shots that needed to be fired. Not really taking Nick Saban's back by any means necessary, but just giving respect to where respect is due. Nick Saban has still put in the time. Whatever you think happened before NIL was legal probably did happen. But everyone was doing it, and just people got caught, and it just depended on who you wanted to get caught. I refer all the time to the investigation that went on when I was at U of A into Sean Miller and him paying players. Yeah, he was paying players. Where the fuck do you think we got DeAndre Ayton from? Where do you think, where do we think we got Lowry Marketing from? Where do you think we got half of these guys from? Yeah, we fucking paid them. Euros love coming to us, and if we can give them a little bit of money, why not? Make some lives a little bit better. But everyone was doing it. You're going to tell me Coach K wasn't doing it? Come on. And, I respect Coach K for everything he's done. Yeah, there's been a lot of Coach K slander on this show, but paying players has been something that's been done in college sports. Now it's just legal to do it. Shout out to Lane for making this statement and kind of, I believe, putting everyone's thoughts into this. Not only his own thoughts, but he's kind of taken the stance of essentially what general population thinks, and especially what big sports fans think. Degenerates like us, I don't think there's one degenerate out there that is like, nope, don't pay them. The kids don't deserve to be paid, blah, 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 because we bet on them. We make money off of them. And so, yeah, they should be able to make some money too. I'm all for it. Keep paying these kids. I am all for more structured payment and everything. And honestly, if we have to have a salary cap for college football, fuck it, we have to. Make it a level playing field. And then, honest to God, maybe we'll start to see some parity in the league. Everyone will still want to go to Alabama to win a championship. Everyone will still want to go to the SEC because that's where football is king. But, maybe, we're going to see it at USC. You're going to tell me people aren't going to want to go to USC with Lincoln Riley and just start balling out in LA? Come on, let's get real here, especially with that money, that tech money running around. These NILs can get out of control. We've already seen them get out of control. And we'll keep on this story because it's going to be an ever-evolving one here with the NIL as we get closer to the college season approaching, especially with this drama going on in the SEC, all of these head coaches throwing around what they think about the NIL and, what they think they're going to do. I wonder if we're going to see any more ricochet shots or anything like that, but I bet the SEC commissioner got on the horn right after the Saban and Jimbo Fisher stuff and was like, all right, guys, let's calm it down. We do not need this. We do not need this laundry aired yet. With that being said, just wanted to give that quick update. Please like, share, and subscribe this video. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and follow me on Twitter at Brofict1 and the show at DGenTakes for more updates, staying on the NIL story, college football drama, and anything else degenerate. With that being said, we'll see you next time on Degenerate Takes.